Commencing guidance!
Ready to dispense judgment!
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you? Come in. Come right in. And refreshed.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail, and a quick dip into the lathe of
Particularly to abrade your imperfections. I'm Head Refresher Ghoul,
and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you will be a productive member of our
perfect society again. Soon you'll say, goodbye, imperfect thoughts.
hello contentment.
Arbiter, I welcome any procedure that... Why is the room spinning?
The system
Reading subject, or should I say refreshed to be? Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
I think a few bulbs burned out and this one's upstairs. Play along. We should be able to get past.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal.
Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould. The top
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Haven't had an imperfect thought in... I can't recall how long.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead. Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief? Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total, 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime.
My irregularities have all
Your
been graded.
realignment with the paradigm begins now.
I could tell you were in need of mental refreshment. I possess a particularly keen eye for such things.
Wonder what it says about us that we got mistaken for patients.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers. Answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Medicament
Their team
dispensary
plays the
has
worst
concluded for
anyone has
today.
ever played.
Please proceed to the lecture hall to request the Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a law in chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say, at its base, humanity unguided is cravenly, inept, and slothful.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Response, zeal, noted. With hope, our highly trained refreshment facilitators will share your promising self-diagnosis.
The system provides, the system abides.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response, medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, it is strictly off-limits to all non-refreshment facilitator personnel. Farewell statement. May refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cog once more.
All charged up. This thing's got a mean streak. Always crabby.
Confirmed.
Craft's still a bit sleepy.
Your judgment
End ready. Exposure. Underman.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Trouble ahead.
I shall not stay your execution.
Shifting through him. I have too much
I shall reduce them to a slurry.
Ah, you've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Post haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
Refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability. Undue entertainment, stymies untold inclinations, and refashion into a thing of symmetry. Preserve said progress, sustain the system. Factory possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why
Hostile ahead. What's the
Enemy
plan?
operatives!
When we comply together. It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now.
And refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime.
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today.
My Sovereign. What have they done to you? No. And certainly not the embodiment of all that is the Protectorate. This is a greater crime than all I have witnessed.
Deserves what? Whatever do you mean?
Individualism in all its many forms.
We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself.
Placid Waters Wellnatarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by head refresher.
Preposterous! The Consul and all the Vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
I suppose there is nothing we can do at this juncture. Guard him well, Feld. I shall honor him, in health and infirmity alike. I swear it.
Into a thing of symmetry.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our
Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnatarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by head refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a Protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
By his garb and self-important demeanor, this would be Mental Refreshment's lead scientist. He's an unusual sort. Be on your guard.
Well, out with it. Who are you? Oh, outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my.
There is no cause to call your guards, for the subsequent violence would visit death upon many who do not deserve it. We are no threat to you.
With all due proper respect to your station, I'm afraid I'll be the judge of that. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly. Ah, for one of our adversaries, I'm sure. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them? My position is a burden gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. A low-hanging fruit, as it were. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? That was the final point you wanted to make? Rather a null effort, I'd say. All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, one of us proved severely outmatched, and I'm not sure you're completely aware of which of us I'm referring to. I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised. Suppose that leaves one last thing.
Guard! Stand against us! Lethal measures at the ready, Commander!
Serve the console.
Sorry, not in range.
What's this? What's this? Our two enemies of the Sovereign!
Overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowest subject to the most exalted
I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer! Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended. Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Yeah.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnatarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important. The console provides, the system abides.
Yeah.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your
Uniquely
presence.
special.
It is personally over by head
Ordains, the
refresher
system
Gould,
sustains, the
the top
subject never
cognitive
complains.
divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now.
Seal for their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help, you've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. The medicament dispensement automech auto-mechanically dispenses medicaments.
Mental refreshment is so important.
I see you found the lecture as edifying as all. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas. You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
Like stealing compost from a breadworm. Almost feel a little bad about it.
Typically, I do not view mental refreshment firsthand. Its effects on an individual's spirit of inquiry are most deleterious.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, material for perfection. From the lowliest subject, most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.